Sometimes you meet someone and you can't quite put your finger on why you find them so incredibly attractive. And sometimes you meet someone incredibly good looking and you're not quite sure why you don't find them attractive at all. This is because attractiveness has a lot more to do with how interesting a person is than it has to do with a person's physicality. We're all born with the face we have. That's out of our control. An interesting person, however, is made, not born, which means that every single one of us have the ability to develop a personality that is interesting. Being interesting sounds easy on the surface, like having a good sense of humor, or be really talented at something, or have a lot of money, prestige, or a good figure. But that is actually more common than it is interesting. What makes a person interesting lies in contrasts. A person who has developed a personality that doesn't lie in one extreme or the other, but adopts a combination of traits and passions that not many people have. If we pride ourselves on being extremely well-read and cultured, are we also edgy and adventurous? If we're rich, do we live owning few material things and not live in a mansion? If we're nice, are we also fit and passionate? If we're good-looking, are we also hardworking and self-aware? If we're responsible and serious, are we also playful and upbeat? Contrasts are attractive, not just because it's interesting, but because it's also scarce. This sounds like pressure, but it's in fact the opposite of what society is shaping us to be. Stereotypes exist because we believe we have to fulfill an identity to the extreme to be considered smart or successful or cool or desirable. But in that journey, do we know how interesting we are as a person? People who are attractive because they've invested so much into their own life to constantly explore new ideas and passions, to challenge themselves, not just to reach a goal, but to see if they can do it. If you find yourself interesting, chances are people will think so too. And as with anything in life, we strive to be an interesting person, not for others, but for ourselves. This way, we'll feel confident and attractive, and we'll be happy, always.